So where are we going, Cody?
Well, since I had no one else to help me, you're gonna help me pick up this camper from Go Fast Campers.
Yeah? All right, well, here we are in Montana.
Yeah, Bozeman, Montana. It's like 20-something degrees, a little different than when we left in Long Beach, but super pumped you're working with Go Fast Campers, and here we are at their facility in Belgrade. If you guys haven't guessed, we made a few changes to the Power Wagon. Today we're picking up our Go Fast camper in terms of just kind of getting another build out there for car camping, as you overlanders call it. And we're super pumped to have participated with these guys, the technology in these campers, how quick they build them, things like that. It's absolutely amazing. So let's check out the Power Wagon and check out their facility.
Looks like we're not the only camper installed today.
Yeah, they installed one while we were standing here just getting our keys, so super pumped to see this thing for the first time. So often we see guys putting these crazy big campers on these Power Wagons. We thought we'd try to set a precedent, or at least give a good blueprint for a nice lightweight setup that works with the 2500, but still gives us, all the camping capabilities and things like that. So this is going to be step one, and hopefully a pretty decent video series we're going to try to stick true to this year instead of 6-month gaps, but that's thanks to all you guys out there. So here it is right here, and that thing is cool. Yeah, this is
Dude, that is sweet. That looks good on there. That is awesome.
Let's check this thing out. Well, I guess it snowed on the way up here. We actually shipped the Power Wagon just due to being a little busy. We shipped it up here last week, so I guess you came through some snow. You can see the modular tent panels right there, and yeah, this thing is cool.
Yeah, so all the sides pop out. So if you have gear inside and stuff, you can access that, which is super sweet.
Yep, full access to the shell, sealed off from the cab, so you don't have to worry about a boot rubbing or anything like that. That is also a pretty big perk. Having owned a couple of camper shells myself.
Pretty trick too how this mounts. So it actually looks like it's pretty easily removable, actually.
Yeah, I believe for guys who are changing platforms, they can swap them pretty simply as long as it's the same size bed, same model.
That's cool. Dude, that is cool. That is almost too easy.
That is a tent.
That's sweet.
It's huge. It's worked pretty good.
Yeah, and then for access, you can either, I guess, climb in through there. But ideally, you actually access it through here, those panels that come out. So you pop one of those out, climb up in there, and you're up in the tent. Dude, that is really cool. Nice thing, super lightweight overall. So I think we got a road trip ahead of us, huh?
Yeah, we got a little bit of a drive, so we're gonna get some lunch and hit the road and film a couple cool spots along the way.
Sweet. Made it on the road. We didn't make it 5 minutes before Cody had to stop and get a cinnamon roll.
How much a chug?
So the plan here is that we're gonna go to Jackson Hole tonight. Then tomorrow we're gonna do Park City. Then after that, we're gonna do St. George, Utah. So it should be kind of a cool route home. We're actually gonna try and hit the western corner of Yellowstone, right?
Yep. Well, yeah, we're gonna stop in West Yellowstone. Stayed there a bunch of times as a kid as our family went to Yellowstone. Probably won't enter the gates just based off timeline. We're already showing getting to Jackson Hole at 7:30 without fuel stops. And based on the range that we're currently seeing, we're gonna need to make some fuel stops. So that'll be interesting to report, kind of to see what kind of mileage this thing gets at the end of this trip. 37s and the Go Fast camper on the back.
Although the bar was already pretty low.
Yeah, you know, definitely we've been spoiled by the modern day diesels, but definitely still some fun factor to the gas engine on this thing.
So thankfully Dunder Mifflin gave Cody the day off.
Yeah, Michael Scott gave me my day off, so we're out here and gonna have some fun.
So beautiful scenery. Definitely a little bit colder than we're used to in Southern California, but should be an awesome road trip. Well, after an eventful drive over the pass, through Idaho and everything else, finally made it into Jackson. Definitely good snow a lot of the way here. Cody had a little run-in with the side of the snow.
Yeah, we found a couple snowbanks. Definitely the RTs mixed with 3 or 4 hours of straight snow made for an interesting combination. But we made it. It was fun. Definitely some interesting driving conditions for someone who grew up in Southern California, but a blast nonetheless. And night number 1, here we go.
For anyone searching for tires, this is a good reminder. RT's not a snow tire.
No.
Great in desert, great in all that stuff, but
definitely not a snowflake rated tire. That's
yeah,
for sure.
absolutely not. So highly would not recommend RT's. But we're gonna go and check into our hotel for the night. But Jackson looks pretty cool. I haven't been here in a while, and Cody's never been here, so this should be pretty fun. So we were hoping to film some more for you guys. We actually pulled off on a little side road to try and do some filming.
We got stuck.
Yeah.
It ended up being a residential road, even though it had a national park sign at the front of it. So we thought we could maybe find some cool spots to maybe try some snow wheeling. It was a 1-lane residential road. Someone was coming the opposite way, and since we're not from around here, we figured we'd pull off and let people who live there go by. And we got stuck. But thankfully, everyone else got stuck. So everyone else going through there. We got pulled out by a guy in a Super Duty. And then, as you'll see here, we pulled out a lovely lady in a 2nd gen. And one of the neighbors just pulled up to watch. So it was quite the neighborhood gathering, even though we don't live there. But always interesting. Now we're somewhere, I believe.
We're still in Wyoming.
Southern tip of Wyoming. And it's been pretty boring so far. A lot of small towns. Kind of cool to see after living somewhere where you look through your neighbor's kitchen window when you're cooking. But it's been pretty cool. Looks like we're gonna come up on some weather again, but it shouldn't be too many issues. And yeah, headed to Park City. Got about 2-3 hours left, and you know, just hanging out. Day 3, we are in Park City, Utah. We really didn't do much filming last night. We kind of got stuck. Well, not literally stuck. Last night we stopped by Ed Henley Ford, which is a dealer of ours in northern Salt Lake area. And then we stopped in southern Salt Lake and picked up this. For those of you who are familiar with Andrew's YouTube channel, Just Diesels, this is gonna be another project for him. So
it's actually Austin's van.
Yeah, when I needed a co-dog for this trip and everyone at work was busy, we had the privilege of working with Andrew for a couple years now. We've become buddies, so you know what better co-dog than someone that drives up here and skis a lot. So here we are. This is his latest project, so now we're kind of 2-vehicle in it for the rest of the drive back to California. But yeah, this is day 3, Park City. No snow. Well, there's snow, but it's not snowing, and yeah, still bummed we didn't bring our snowboards, but here we are. So we're gonna head to St. George right now, hopefully finally get some decent filming action for you guys, some cool clips on the Power Wagon, and we'll see you guys down there in St. George. step one is always to remember to disconnect your sway bar. This is my first true wheeling trip with this Power Wagon, and definitely used to having the Carli sway bar where we just go for it. So should be a little smoother in some of these clips coming up. Still running highway tire pressure just for the sake of our trip, and our highway tire pressure is like 39 psi, so definitely not super high, but definitely not super low. Definitely been fun. This road into the Tokerville Falls, pretty cool. Definitely nice being able to just pull off the highway in Hurricane and pull over and have full reception, full access to everything. You got some amazing wheeling. Definitely see why so many people come out this way. So yeah, it's been interesting wheeling this thing with a camper shell in the back that doesn't splinter or slide on its clamps. We've had some snug tops in the past where we've even had to like drill in an extra clamp, add a fender washer, things like that. So definitely, you know, different experience there. But yeah, this thing doesn't move. We just checked out kind of where it mounted versus where GoFast mounted it, and super impressive. This thing hasn't slid on its mounts. With their clamps, there's no movement, and you know, definitely being at 40 psi on these rocks, we've tossed the cab around pretty good.
So for those of you who don't know what a GoFast camper is, it is a camper tent setup that is set up to go fast, right? It's in the name. So they have these heavy duty clamps that you know, attach the structure to your truck. Traditionally, camper shells, things like that, literally use a J-hook, a bent metal bolt, and a nut to tighten it with a little bit of tension. I know personally, as well as the guys at Carli, we've torn up a lot of camper shells over the years, putting these trucks through their paces with a standard fiberglass topper on it. So they have this clamp system that's extremely heavy duty and is going to keep the overall structure from not moving. Going to the structure, this is the GoFast version 2 camper. So from a welded structure, it is now an extruded aluminum system that allows them to produce these much quicker. So the goal of this is to support all of the weight of the tent and the billet setup that's up top, as well as actually some extra gear if you want to throw on roof racks, solar panels, and the like. It's going to fully support this during high-speed off-roading, so that's what kind of makes the GoFast name. It's an extremely cool camper. And then getting up to the actual camper portion of it, it is essentially a rooftop tent that's been blended into the whole camper system. So you don't have a separate tent to come loose, to rattle loose. And it's an extremely well-built tent. And it's actually pretty cool because you can actually close this up as if you're in your own RV. You will enter through the bed, pop up these 2 center panels, and that allows you access to the camper. It's extremely spacious. I am 6 foot and have no issues with room. Hoping that the first trip with this camper will actually be with my wife, the dog, and our kids, so we'll be really cramming this thing in. And yeah, it's extremely cool. If you look down the side of the camper, you have a slot system to allow you to mount lights, antennas. There's actually a very unique aspect of these campers now is that GoFast actually encourages guys to create aftermarket parts for them and actually have a space on their website where guys can talk about the aftermarket parts. So I know there's like wire keepers, different antenna mounts, different awning mounts, and things like that. So it's a really cool system. It's kind of open source, if you will, on the accessory side as well. So I'm super pumped to be able to integrate this into our build and build on it over time. Well, if you're still watching, thank you so much for following along. This is the first time we've done a quote-unquote vlog style video. If you do like this style, please comment down below. It will help us shape how we film the rest of the videos for 22. We're hoping to get a lot more adventure style footage out there, and in fact, start to highlight some of the actual uses of these products, things like that. We're going to be capitalizing on the build of this truck, talking about integrating the Go Fast camper more, building in some of the electrical systems and the like. So we're extremely excited to have you guys along. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.